Okay, I'm going to do another reading here for the masculine and feminine. I did one just now, and I want to do it around forgiveness. This is a more general video. This can apply to whenever you're watching it, but I'm feeling that there's some things in the collective for myself and for others in relation to not forgiving past loves, not forgiving maybe your beloved other. This specifically applies to the realm of love and relationships 100%. And the dynamic and the dance between the masculine and feminine. So this is a clear reading, which means the intention of it is to really do some powerful clearing work so that more forgiveness energy can come into play. Now, I also set the intention in this that if there is any previous connections that are blocking you from being in your most divine union, whether with yourself or with your external beloved, that you're able to shift and allow this to come into being as well. So that you know that your highest timeline can emerge with your beloved, so that you or your beloved will tie them into this as well. Isn't hanging on into any old karmic relationships. I know for myself, I've had a lot of soulmates even step forward in this last year, and you know they're not it. They're not the one. You know, whatever. And by the one I mean the one that you're meant to do the divine union journey with. There, look, little Tammy's back there. Just Timmy's having a great time smelling things. It's probably going to pee, and that's going to be awkward for the video. But anyway, okay, so we're going to start bringing in some plant medicine energy to bring the healing energies forth in this clear reading. So let's see, what do we need for the feminine here? What's her energy? Okay, great. So we have Reishi, retreat. All right. Reishi, of course, is a really great mushroom. Now, what I love about this card, and I'll hold it up in just a second, is that there is a lot of light language on it. And I shared in a video a few days ago that I had this download where I got the templates I got the light language basically of the divine masculine and of the divine feminine and of the sacred union, and they were on three different sheets, and they were filled with this golden light language that was being activated. They kind of look like bingo sheets, to be honest. They were on these grids, and I knew that it was about gridding them in. So I keep sharing that message. Unfortunately, I can sense like what the language looked like. I don't know that I could reciprocate it. I might try. But it looked kind of a lot like this little golden thing. So what I feel like this is asking, that in the world of retreat, for the feminine specifically, and there's a bear in this card, all right, is really coming into understanding that what do I want to say here? I feel like there's some healing around the mother wound, I guess, and the over-nurturing, the overextending, I guess, and how maybe you contributed to the problem in the moment. So maybe you're thinking of a specific thing that happened within, you know, this dynamic with whether it was a soulmate or karmic connection or whatever. But women, like, we sometimes over mother, we over empath even, and we make it easy for them. We try to do the work for them because we're so ahead of it and we're so in tune with it, and they haven't woken up to that themselves. Therefore, we're enabling the problem, and we're staying at a lower energy with that. Now, I love is the reishi comes into the bear. Like, I really feel this mama bear, like, integrating with the powerful mama, with the trusting mama, with the mama who trusts that they can do it. You know, it is helpful for a mom to be like, let me help you tie your shoe. It's also helpful for a mom to go, I know you can do it. So you can feel the two energies there. And as mothers, typically, we help teach. As lovers, we can help guide, but we don't do it for them, ever. Absolutely not. So I really feel like that's the medicine of this. And it's interesting because usually bear is a more introspective message, but I really just get this mama bear energy and kind of checking that in relation to the situation. Where were you trying to do too much and not let them, I know you can do it. You got this. Now what's beautiful is we get motherwort here, which is strength. And this is, I just drew the card in the other deck for strength as well. I'm going to tag those two videos back to back. So in this realm of forgiveness that we're working towards, you know, there's rose quartz here. There's a lot of heart energy in this. That's also, it's the same as these cards. It's the lion snuggling up to the woman. Now, she's not trying to get him to do anything in this card. She is allowing his nurturing space. Okay, so as these two energies get recalibrated, as you step back into this energy of not over mothering, you create the space for the masculine to show up to do his particular form of nurturing, his particular form of protection, you know, and I think that that's a big message for the film. We don't have to do it all on the time. I know it's hard to be in the world and we have to protect ourselves, and there's a lot of like scrubs out there, and I don't want no scrubs. Nobody does. So here we go. If we don't want no scrubs, we also have to step up and be like, I don't want no scrubs. Like, I want a hubs. I want a husband who steps up and is there. This is brilliant. This is why wasn't the song, I don't want no scrubs, I want a hubs. Why wasn't it that? Okay, so in the realm of forgiveness, we can call in the energy of rose quartz, we can call in the energy of reishi, we can allow these light codes to come in and trickle into us. And as is for the highest good, let them trickle into our beloved as well. And for the highest good, we also let them trickle into our third energy, which is lavender weaver, of course. So this weaves the two together. We're not working separately anymore, the masculine and feminine. You might not be in physical union with your beloved, and we might be doing a healing right now for past loves. That's okay. We're still doing the work together. The veil, like the connection between the higher self and the physical self, they're getting closer and closer, and I'm seeing it in the readings, right? I do internal energies and external energies. When I see the internal that almost matches the cards of the external, I know that the inner world is matching the external, and that is what we're going for. Okay, so yeah, I want some physical action here with the Seers of Light for feminine, interesting, masculine, and the shared energy. Okay, all right, this is all checking out really good. Okay, so here we go. So we got the reversed magician, all right? Now, I feel like this matches what I'm saying. I'm not really concerned about being reversed in the physical, because I think that it's what's saying is like, it's almost like sit back and trust your spells right now. Trust your prayers, trust your wisdom, trust your healing. Trust that when you do a meditation, you don't have to do it 7,000 times. Like, it's just everything is happening instantly and simultaneously. Let the divine work her magic. Now, what I love in the magician card is there is an essence of the figure 8 here. So this really feels to me this union is coming into play. Like, we are doing the forgiveness work. The more we ho'oponopono, that is a tool that you should use all the time. My favorite channel is Hawaii Affirmations. Check that one out. But ho'oponopono, forgive, 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 release, release, release. Let go of all the loves that came before, from even in your family, you let go of them and let this divine love come to you. All right, let the heavens rain down this divinity on you. It is safe to receive. All right, you have done the work. You are ready. All right, and you know what comes up with this is the King of Swords. Okay, so as you trust deeper your magician, your high priestess, your enchantress, your sorceress, however you want to call it, feminine, the masculine here is he's getting clear. He's clearing out his head. He is creating space, right? And it's the same thing from this last reading, is he's clearing space to receive you in your messages, all right? Now, this is a clear reading, so, you know, I know it gets a little mixed up as if are we healing? Are we predicting? Whatever. It's all simultaneously merging together because this is the work right now. Things are happening faster than ever, that you have to be conscious as much as you can during the process, and especially conscious of what you're bringing into the process, all right? So as we heal this and we bring in more forgiveness energies, forgive yourselves for the times you became impatient. Forgive yourselves for the times that you over mama beared. Forgive yourself first and foremost. We were all learning. We were all figuring it out. We were all hurt. We were all grieving. We were all clearing out our shadow and pain bodies. And we're still doing it a little bit here and there. But now we're also ascending and we're moving more into our light. We're moving into our radiance. Allow that radiance to come in. Let those beams of sunshine, let those beams of light move into your field. Let it move into your body. Let it fill every cell, molecule, every little bit of your DNA. Let it be filled with this divinity of the divine feminine, of the divine masculine, of sacred union. It is your time. Allow this forgiveness, allow that energy of that love to move in so that you may feel this forgiveness at the utmost strength, okay? That you may let love heal all things, okay? The masculine is doing his work. He's clearing out the space so that he can receive you in your expression of these things. Sometimes that is the thing too. Now, again, if you're not in contact with these people or whatever, and you don't need to stir all this old stuff up, you can just clear the energy and say, okay, that was, this is part of the story and it's done. You can I told my friend the other day, I was like, do release rituals, right? And she sent me a picture of this candle that she'd been burning all these ticks in that she was picking off her dog. She's like, every tick symbolizes the last man I was with. And I'm like, whoa, if that's your thing, do it. Do intentional ritual. And in your intentional ritual, release any and all pent up energy that you have in relation to these beings, all right? And all things, especially those more basements. If you can't talk about a person and like feel neutral about them, there is still some unresolved things going down there. Now, not all of those mean that it needs to circle back, right? Yeah, and I feel that this is an indication that the masculine is also doing this work, but in his own way. It's not going to show up the same as we think it needs to, or the way that we do it. So creating space to let them have their process, be surprised. Allow the universe to move through in whatever blows your mind. Okay, so here we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, and she's dancing on this mandala. The page is... yeah, I feel like there's a preparatory energy here going on. Okay, so, and this ties in with the weaver. I almost said it feels like she weaved this mandala, right? Okay, so trust that the third energy in its highest, fullest self is creating the bigger picture for you, as well as you get to be intentional, and both the Magician and the King of Swords are being intentional about how the story gets written next, okay? So that is the next part of healing. That is the next part of forgiveness, right? So you do the forgiveness work, you do the clearing, you do the release rituals, you do all of it. You get yourself as clean and clear as you possibly can, so that when you come together in union, you're able to bring forth those things to talk about, because sometimes there needs to be a conscious, deliberate layer of the communication part of it. And that should be received. And then from there, you receive that, however they express it back. And again, that could be coming through in multiple levels. But however they receive that, you then can come to a place of starting to weave together. So this is allowing the third energy, the energy that you both create, and the energy you create with the sacredness of all things as well. This is where this act starts to come into play, okay? And this is a beautiful thing, because this is where we get to actively be co-creators of our reality together with the beloved, which is the whole reason we're here. It's the whole reason of this time. This is the whole reason of what we are moving into as this new earth, okay? And it's still figuring it out. We're still doing bridges. The masculine is more clear than he's ever been. He's only getting clearer. We're getting stronger and more structured than we've ever been. And we're both getting more aligned with purpose, all right? With true purpose, and allowing the actual story to emerge, to move into that happily ever after. Now, this combines with the reading I just did, but this is also still the intention of forgiveness. A part of healing the full story is doing it differently the next time, all right? There's the story of like, when you learn to be, when you figure out that you're an addict, like you're still falling into the hole on the street, right? Eventually you learn to see the hole, and then you still fall in it. Eventually you see the hole and you start to walk around it. Eventually you choose a whole street different altogether. You don't even go onto the street with the hole, or maybe you get the hole filled in and whatever, like it is just, this is the time that we are at of where we really get to start choosing and making different choices, because we have done so many levels of the healing work ourselves. So this feels really good. I'm going to bring in one more shamanic oracle card as far as how to ground in this healing work we just did. And we'll continue to do, because there's a little bit of homework type things. And 2 cards flew out. Beautiful things. Sacred space and past, present, and future. Okay? So really be creating a time and space for yourself to do this work and to do it together, all right? The past, this all builds on top of each other. We are in a sacred spiral. Spirals are not optional. And we can spiral down, or we can spiral up, or we can just enjoy the divinity of the spiral. But knowing the past, present, and future is aligned and stacks up on all of us. It all informs the next thing. And we've got to be in a co-creative energy to allow this pyramid to be structured and strong. And we all have to have done this work so that we can do that. It's not just about sacred union, couples coming together. It's about coming together as a collective. And the stronger our individual energies are, the stronger our energy and clearer our energy is with our beloved, the stronger it is that we move forward in community and we help structure this new earth in a really divine and beautiful, powerful way. So, my darlings, I hope that this was helpful and that you enjoyed this cool reading, that you have all sorts of forgiveness energy that moves through, that you're able to clear all past resentments, pains, hurts, fears, guilt, shames, blames, all that stuff. You're able to clear that out so that you can be the clearest vessel that you can be, so that you can step forward to the next part of healing, clearing, and grounding in the path of the new way. I believe in you all. I know you're doing the work. That's why you're watching these videos, to help yourself grow. I'm here if you want to reach out, please do. And many blessings to you all. Aho.